Good morning. This is Debra V. Wilson. It's the 22nd of May, 2017. The time is 1000 hours and 54 minutes. That's GMT minus 6. And I am in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and that's in Canada. Today I would like to introduce some new analysis that I'm doing, and that is to look at the U.S. My countries of focus and the countries that I will be doing my academic work around are Canada, Israel, and the UK, and that remains the same. However, for obvious reasons, because the U.S. is the number one geopolitical power, I want to take a look at the country that is not only the number one geopolitical power, but the country of my birth. With the recent election and the beginning of his tenure, Donald Trump remains quite the emotive leader. Some love him, some loathe him. The conceptualizations of President Trump seem to be always at extreme ends of the political spectrum. In addition to that, I believe there's been more public utterances by the U.S. security model, components of the U.S. security model, which give us, the collective public, a clear idea of exactly how and why the U.S. constructs friends / and or foes the way in which the nation does. I think that can be very edifying and quite interesting. So over the next few months, I will be doing podcasts, not as regular as the podcasts I do on Canada, Israel, the UK, but I will be doing podcasts looking at the United States and the way in which the nation is being led under President Trump. Also, what we can glean in terms of the U.S. security modeling of who's a friend and who's a foe. If those assessments are correct, and irregardless of whether they're objectively correct or not, what does the way in which the U.S. conceptualizes the world and people in it, friend or foe, do for the nation's security? And given the position of the U.S., geopolitically speaking, what does it do collectively for the safety of all? For instance, recently, the U.S. has again been quite vocal about its disdain towards Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. So you have that in one sector. And within the last 24 to 48 hours, President Trump did an unprecedented deal with Saudi Arabia and sold Saudi Arabia billions of dollars of arms. Again, to the extent that it is humanly possible, I would like to myself, and I would ask all those listening, to look at the decisions, the conceptualizations the U.S. makes, and to attempt to understand from the nation's perspective why those decisions are being made. Are they emotional? Are they strategic? Are they a mixture of both, or something else in between? And then once those decisions are publicly made and those decisions are publicly stated, what does that do not only for the safety, the collective safety of the U.S., but the collective global safety of all of us? This is Debra V. Wilson. Thank you very much.